Fuck you.
3 claps in for this bitch.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. Hold on.
Welcome back to the Sweetcast, the comedy podcast hosted by longtime friends Liam and Camron. Please kick back and enjoy this week's episode.
Late to the podcast. Late to start.
It's our sponsor for the week.
We don't have a freaking sponsor.
Do we want to start off with the sponsor?
We don't have a sponsor.
We do now.
Is there money in my pocket?
Money in my pocket. Whiteout Survival. I know you've seen the ads. I've seen the ads. I saw the ads one too many times. I got the game, and now we're sponsored by them.
You're joking, right?
Put the ad up. I'll send you the clip to put the ad.
I'm not putting an ad on if I'm not getting paid.
I'm getting paid for it. I already told them I would. I also kind of lied. I said we had 5,000 followers, so they paid me accordingly.
Show me the actual conversation.
I don't want to know how much. I don't want you to know how much money.
Show me the conversation.
I don't want you to know how much money I made.
Show me the conversation. I won't take any
They
money.
pay a lot of money for these.
I won't take any money.
There's no ad.
That's what I thought.
But
There was no way in hell that Whiteout Survival,
Even
even though they stoop so low on who they go for ads,
Yeah.
they wouldn't stoop low enough for us.
No, they wouldn't. But I did get the app. I will say.
I've had the app. I deleted the app.
Did you delete it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm level 8 furnace right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm mid-city. That's what they call me, mid-city. So.
Yeah.
No, I was, you know what? Oddly enough, kind of intrigued by the game. It's very run of the mill. I want to say though, because I was bored of my night shift. For those who don't know, I work a night shift, 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. So I'm bored. I'm alone.
Yeah.
I get my work done in like 4 hours. I have like 6 hours to fucking waste. So I download the game because I'm just bored out of my mind. And I'm like, I want to know. Because like all the ads are different gameplay. Every single ad that pops up is a different.
It's always a different game.
So I'm like, I gotta know what it is. It's a city builder. It's like the basic city builder.
They're all city builders.
Yeah, but they're not like.
They're either city builders or like mix and match games.
Yeah, it's all the same. But it's the It's not even like a Clash of Clans city builder. It's
No.
those preset ones where you just click a little like plot of land. There's like, do you want to build this or this? And actually, Whiteout Survival doesn't even have that. It's just one thing. You don't.
Yeah.
There's some games where you get like choose. Like, do you want to build a farm or this? And you're like, oh, I want to build a farm. All right, I want to build it. Not in this case. Not in this case.
Yeah. No, I saw one ad. I was like, oh, this looks really fun. Downloaded it, opened it, and he went, "We're so glad you're here. Help us build the city." I went, okay, and deleted.
Yeah. Well, I end up sticking around, and it's so funny because it's like it's not bad. Like I played City Builder like that before.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I didn't want to play City Builder, and so when I opened it, it was like, "Welcome back," like whatever it calls you when you first get in.
Chief, I think is.
Yeah, welcome back, Chief. Our village needs your help. Delete.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not playing this. I'm not interested.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because I'm playing it, and like, there's mechanics in the game that I'm looking at. I'm like, this could be like a really fun game, and then they drop the mechanic immediately. They're like, okay, so in the beginning of the game, right? You build up the city. You put it into place, and you get survivors. Or you build like a cabin, and you get to get survivors.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh, some survivors have come to the camp, and 3 of them come, and 1 of them's sick. And you get the choice: accept all, accept healthy, reject sick, or reject all. And I'm like, oh, there's a couple of mechanics here: sickness. Survivor acceptable, like acceptability, like you get to choose which ones you take on, which ones you not. There's probably like a risk reward, like I can only take on the healthy ones, and I'll just wait for new ones. But that means your cities. I'm like, this is really cool. This is really interesting. And then after that, every time you build another hut to house more people, they just show up. There's no option to like reject them. They just show up, all healthy. I don't get it. It was such a I was like, this is like kind of interesting. Like it's like, then you have to there's like a suggestion box where like people will be like. We'll talk and be like your approval rating, like how happy the people are with the community. And like that's really interesting. You have to balance like their work life and like working. There isn't a work balance. There's like one button. You can have festivities to make them happier, but there's no option to be like oh. There's like times too, so they don't work all the time. They work and then they go to eat and then they go to sleep and then they have like. I'm like, oh, you get like. You get mix and match, like, oh, I want them to eat longer so that they're more full. I want them to work less because I don't need as many resources. Or I want them to work longer and sacrifice their habit. You can't change that. There's so many mechanics in the game, and I'm like, this could be like an actually interesting, like...
See, but you know why they aren't like fully fleshed out, right?
Because it's a mobile game.
And all the budget went to all the different ads.
Yeah.
They spent all the money developing different looking games.
So
it's like we're appealing to everybody.
Yeah, apparently.
Like because I've downloaded Last War Survival.
Oh yeah.
It's similar like that.
Yeah.
Where it'll be like just all these different like games that kind of have a similar idea.
Yeah.
But like they're different games, and you download it, and it's like a city builder. But the difference with that one is really I didn't really play much into Whiteout Survival. But the difference with this one was it didn't just throw you into the city builder.
Yeah.
It had you actually play a game like the ad, like the main ad I would see around. And then you'd go into city builder, and it'd be like you'd have to get like through it before you could go on missions where you'd actually keep doing that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. No, I just thought it was so funny because I was playing. It's still like a decent city builder. Like I played a couple. This isn't the worst one. It's kind of fun to be like, because that's another thing too. Like there's a temperature thing.
Yeah.
And you think that's like an important bit, but it happens twice in like the week I've been playing. Twice it's come up. Once was, and it's not even like a fun aspect. It's literally just like. Your city gets like there's a storm that comes in and your city gets colder. And you think, oh, I need to like work to get resources, blah blah blah. No, it's literally like it's just like a checklist. It's like get your furnace to this level, gather this much stuff. If you don't get it, like half your population gets sick. And then again, you think, oh, this is an interesting mechanic. You gotta like heal them up and everything. They just die randomly. There's no way I could fix it.
Damn.
They healed at the infirmary, got healed up. Some of them died, and then I went, oh, maybe I have to go out and find survivors. Nope, they just showed up again. I closed the app, waited like an hour, opened it back
So
up.
you just like you let the people die, and then people just come to replace them automatically.
They just replace them automatically.
So people are just expendable.
100%. Like it looks again. It looks like one of those games where you're like, oh yeah, like you know they're expendable. You send them out on expedition. Blah, blah, blah. You think there's just more to it to like get survivors, get more people. Maybe there's an overhousing population where you're like, oh no, there's too many people. What do we do, right? I kind of like. You ever play Civilization?
Oh, like
the game?
Yeah.
I know someone's gonna play Civilization and be like, that's nothing like Civilization. But like the idea of like managing like a city, like genuine.
Okay, yeah, I get the connection you're trying to make.
Yeah, like a genuine like management thing where you have to like actually deal with people. No, you just kind of like let them go.
Damn.
It's like there's nothing you can really control. Like it's wild. It's a wild thing. But I've been seeing the ads. I'm like, I gotta try it. I had to try it. It's not the worst, but it's just kind of.
My issue with all those games is the ads are always for different games, and so then you download it and it's a completely different game. But it's still fun sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's so clear that it's made to be like a short term. We're trying to like make money off this.
Oh yeah.
Because when you play for so long, you'll be like, wow, this is so fun. This is kind of fun. Okay, like I'm actually coming around to this idea, and then you get to a point in the progression where you're like, oh, like they stopped putting effort in. Like they're just putting progression so that you can't be like, oh, I beat the game so fast. But like at a certain point, it's like, oh, now I'm just getting like, there's nothing new I'm unlocking. There's no new mechanics. It's just like repeating the same old stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Where at one point I'm like, why am I still playing?
Yeah, exactly.
And that happens. Like the those upgrade your gun ones.
Oh yeah.
Or like upgrade like the population.
Yeah.
Where it's like going down the track and like going between the two portals. I've played those, and so I'm like, wow, this is kind of fun. And then you go and you're like, okay, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah,
like,
I played it.
Yeah, like you play for a little bit, and you're like, this is kind of fun, and then you get to a point where like, oh, you stop putting effort in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where the line was drawn. This is where you're like, yeah, I'm shipping it out. Yeah.
And then I saw a video of someone like, can I make this in like 1 hour?
And they didn't.
And they did, and I was like, oh, like they probably have like one guy making this, and he was like, all right, well, I feel like it's a good game. Let me go make the next one.
It'll get downloads. It'll get my ads out there.
Yeah. And like, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy to me. When we were kids, and
they had substance.
The App Store. Do you ever know? Do you have you ever heard of a game called Nova 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about that to this day. That was such a good app game. It was like an off-brand Halo, but I played through the campaign so often. I beat it like 12 times because it was such a fun mobile game.
See, when we were younger,
yeah,
mobile games, they had substance to them.
They weren't even ads in the games either. They're just like a game. You just played.
And not to be like old back in my day,
yeah,
but they had substance.
No, genuinely.
Okay, like it wasn't like this game was made in an hour to make money off of.
It wasn't an.
It was like wow, this is like this is a good decent replacement for Halo that I can play on my phone. Or like Call of Duty I can play on my phone.
fuck. Oh my god. Oh, you unzipped me. I'm thinking about this shit. I think it's like Dragon Lock or something, or like it was this weird Skyrim ripoff.
Oh, I don't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you could like summon like birds and shit, and you had firemen. It was. I'll never forget because I remember this. I have a story behind this. I went with my auntie. She was going to grab a phone. She took me with. I don't even know why I went with my auntie. My auntie wasn't even living close next to me. She like went out of her way to pick me up to go to Sunridge Mall.
Called bonding time.
I guess so. It was just like it was such a mundane thing. Like we weren't going out to do anything. It was literally to go to the Apple store. And my auntie was grabbing my phone, and I remember I was sitting there, and the iPads have games on there, right? So I'm playing, and I found that game, and I was so Ravenlock. What Ravenlock? That's I want to say like Ravenlock 2 something.
You keep talking.
You gonna look?
I'm
Okay.
actually gonna look it up.
So I started playing. I'm like, this is like, because again, I didn't have an Xbox until way later down my life. Like everyone had an Xbox 360. By the time I was getting my 360, people were like kind of moving on to the one. You know, like I didn't get the one till way later down the line. Like I've always been behind. Now I'm caught up with shit. Like I got a nice PC and shit, but so like I never had Skyrim. So this was like a mobile app game that I could play that was like Skyrim, and I'll never forget. It was so intricately designed. It was such an interesting game.
Ravensword Shadowlands.
Yes, that sounds about right. I knew it was Raven something.
Yeah, Ravensword.
Fuck, I can't believe I got that actually half right. That's
Yeah, actually, I'm really impressed with that. Like, I really was not expecting you to get that close.
Yeah,
I thought that's why I had to look it up.
Yeah.
Because of course we're gonna get somebody in the comments who knows what you're talking about, being like, it's not that hard to look it up.
Yeah.
It's called Ravensword Shadowlands.
It costs money too. It costs like $7.99 or some shit like that.
Yeah, but see, those games,
They
were worth the money.
I was like, because I remember too. I spec'd into I remember this. I spec'd into the magic build because it was so easy to just fire magic your way through the game. I don't think I ever picked up a good weapon. I picked up everything, but I literally just bam, 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 because fire magic killed everything. I was killing T-Rexes with fire magic and shit because they had the Badlands. Oh my god, the bears. I remember you could summon pets, and like I had like a pterodactyl at one point. Oh my god, that game was so fun. Nova 3. What was it? Ravensword Shadowlands?
Ravensword Shadowlands. The Call of Duty one.
Oh, Call of Duty Mobile?
No, not Call. This was before. It was. I
was gonna say Call of Duty Mobile is still a thing. That's actually pretty recent.
Yeah.
I mean, we played that in high school.
Yeah, we actually did.
Yeah, we did. It was out of PUBG. PUBG?
PUBG.
That was kind of like a half and half. Because that's like.
Those were after the game stopped being.
Yeah.
Substance.
I also remember playing PUBG in high school. So I was on the tech team for the worship team because we went to a Christian school. We had like a chapel and everything every day 5. And I was on the tech team. And the second the worship team stopped singing and the speaker went up, PUBG was opened up. Henry was in it too. Me and Henry would play. There was one time where the chapel ended. I was still in the middle of the game. I had a ghillie suit. I just laid down in the grass, cleaned up the area, got back onto my phone, started playing again. Oh, good times, good times. But yeah, there's so many games back in our childhood that, like, again, not one of those ones that's like, oh, back in our day. But it was just like there was more to it. It was just. But now you look and it's all like one mini game gimmick type thing. Like the games you see nowadays are like the gimmick mini games you'd find in another game.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. Clash of Clans, which I know is still technically a thing. Like it's never actually died, but like Clash of Clans was so big. Jetpack Joyride, which was like such a stupid mini game one, but again, it was like
it was fun.
It was intricate. There was more to it. It wasn't just copy and pasted. Like there was design to it. There was Pocket Gods. You remember Pocket Gods?
I used to play Pocket Gods all the time.
I fucking hated Pocket Gods actually, genuinely, because I was too stupid. I was a stupid kid. I couldn't figure that shit out. I get to like a couple challenges, I just couldn't figure it out. But
I can't find it.
Can't find which one were you looking for?
The like Call of Duty ripoff one.
Fuck! There's this like, oh my god! There was a Gears of War ripoff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The blockhead games.
Oh, the pixel guns.
Yeah, like the ones.
There's a string of them. There's a zombie one, a Gears of War one.
Because I played the zombie one all the time.
Yeah. And they're made by the same company, and I'll never forget this. It's like Shadowgun. I want to say it was
I think Shadowgun.
Shadowgun? Because I remember when you're playing Shadowgun, you'd see posters for their other games, and I played all of them. It was just, there's so much to it. Like, oh my god. Mm-hmm. You could play them for hours. And now it's like, you see mobile game, and you're like, okay.
I can probably finish it in an hour.
Yeah.
Or I'll play it, and I'll be like, wow, I'm bored of this, but not in like a, I'm bored, so I need to take a break, and I'll come back like tomorrow play it.
Yeah.
It's a, I'm bored. There's nothing left for this game game for me.
There's nothing.
So I'm done.
Yeah. There's no progress. Yeah. No. Like the whole shooting the arrows. It's like you make coins to buy skins for the same thing. You know what? I think that's why YouTube games is actually kind of intriguing, because you get to play the mini games and be like, all right, I'm done, and just walk away. There's no app on your phone. There's no commitment.
I do like not having to download it.
Yeah. It's, you know what? YouTube, you did something right. Yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on from.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
playing a Whiteout. I gotta say,
we got on there.
We got it, but actually, before we move on, as we're moving on, I just want to say, last week, me and you opened Pokemon cards.
Yes.
And I gotta say, I think there's a new Pokemon movement. I got 3 other people. Well, no, sorry, you plus 2 others.
Okay, I was like, wow, that's.
Sorry, 2 others. First of all, my beautiful girlfriend. Hey, Kaylee, I love you.
Does she actually watch?
Yeah, she does.
You know what you say on here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Does she know what you say on here?
She does.
Well, she does now.
She finds it very funny.
Okay, good. I'm glad she finds it funny.
Yeah. We've talked about it.
You guys had a sit-down conversation, like, so.
She had to sit me down, yeah.
I just want to say, Kaylee, I'm not a good person on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm a wretched being. And she was like, yeah, I know. I've seen them. I was like, okay. So, but, love you. But she's getting into it, like, well, we're opening packs together, and I keep the cards. But
hey, it's she's getting into opening the packs.
Yeah, so like I got to open some packs, and it's actually fun enough. I think I told you this last week, but we opened 10 packs. Mm-hmm. So I had 5, she had 5. Mm. I kid you not, I opened 5 packs. Jack Hall.
Yes, she
She opened 5, 3 fucking hits. It was an illustration rare, a full art, and like a shiny full art. It was fucking ridiculous. I was like looking at him, like, she opens the one, I'm like, oh my god. Third one, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was insane. It was insane. But I've got her to open up. But then I'm also getting a coworker into it.
Look at you go.
So I was, it was funny because I was going in and I was just talking like, I need to stop spending money on cars. Like, I spend way too much, right? And I was like, one coworker was like, why? And the other coworker, who I didn't know was a Pokemon fan, was like, I kind of get it. And so I started showing them like some of the artworks, because that's what I collect them for. I love the artwork. I love the illustrations. I don't collect the regular ones. I just collect the illustration rares and the cool ones. So I was showing them like the gold cards and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my god, I actually kind of like this." So I was sending her like other photos of like the cool illustrations. She's like, "Well, fuck, now I'm going to look into this."
Spreading a sickness.
Yeah. Well, and then eventually I got around to showing like a shiny one, and she was like, oh, that's what it was. She goes, what was like one of the rarest cards you have? And I'm like, well, I got this really old shiny card. Like, it was an old set. It was a shiny Ponyetta and a shiny Lotad that I had opened up way when I was a kid. She goes, fuck, now I want to go shiny hunt for cards. And I was like, I didn't want to like break her heart and be like, oh, those packs are like $50 a pack. Like, they're not cheap. But then I remembered, there's new sets that come out that were specifically made for shinies.
Oh, that's cool then.
So I was like, hey, there's a set to shiny hunt. Do you want me to like look into that for you? She's like, yeah. So I tried to get my dealer. My fucking dealer didn't have any. He had one fucking job. Oh, you think it's market level? I'm not gonna upsell my fucking coworker.
I'm just realizing, you have a dealer, and then you're getting people hooked.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have those people get other people hooked, and then like, oh, I'll talk to my dealer, and they'll go, oh, I'll talk to my dealer, and they'll talk to you, and you go, oh, I'll talk to my dealer.
And then he actually funny enough, he has a dealer.
What's that shape there?
Draw it on a whiteboard. It's a pyramid scheme.
Pyramid scheme. Pokemon's a pyramid scheme. Well, I have 2 bits of news for you related to Pokemon.
Okay.
And I was gonna be like, oh, did you see the video? But I know you don't look at my channel because you're a bad friend.
Yep.
Because none of you guys do. None of you support me.
That's why I'm sitting here doing the podcast with you.
None of you guys support me in watching anything I make.
Yep, that's true. Don't worry, I got my mom too, so she's.
Yeah, your mom's my biggest fan.
She is actually.
Guess how many views the Pokemon video got? Because it was enough to convince me to do another Pokemon
Are you
card
serious?
opening video.
13.
Wow, you're thinking really low of me.
I do.
No, it was not 13. It was more. Take a guess.
14? Oh, okay. Let me genuinely guess. 237.
Oh, you weren't far off with 14. It was 28. But how most videos that aren't short films do, that's actually pretty good. Because it was like 28 within 4 days.
What, you think so lowly of me? I was 13 off, Liam. I was like 13 off.
And you're like, I'll guess genuinely 230.
We've hit above like 100, so I was like, when you're like, there's a lot of views.
Freaking short films.
Yeah, but you're like, there's a lot of views. I'm like, wow.
No, not a lot of views. I said enough views to convince me to do it again.
Again, I thought that was a lot of views.
No, that was 28 views in 4 days, which is better than most of my videos do. Well, they get up there,
yeah,
but they take like a week or two. But it was within 4 days, with another video being uploaded afterwards. But I appreciate the support of you thinking that we actually did well. I do well enough to get 200 something views on a video on average.
I thought like charisma while opening packs was enough to pull viewers in.
No, actually, that's another thing. I have to do another one because the focus was not working, so the entire video was out of focus.
They got that many views,
except for one part, which is when you go up to the camera to show the cards, and I'm in focus in the background. But the focus did not work the entire video.
We need to have like another screen, like right here.
Yeah,
we could, like, see.
I literally opened the file up and I went, "This actually might be ruined." And he was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "It's out of focus. All of it is." And she came over and she's like, "Oh, can you use that?" And I was like, yeah, I think it's still funny. Like, I think there's funny parts in it. But I went through, I was like, and so I'm like, it's out of focus. And as I was editing it, I was like, I want to get it out for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and I was like, Abby, I need your opinion. And she's like, what's up? I was like, and I don't want to, but should I go through and individually find each Pokemon card we opened up and put a JPEG picture on the screen to show what the card is?
God.
And obviously you haven't seen the video. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I was gonna
She went, I mean, if you think it'll help the video. And I sat down and I was like, okay, let me see if I can. Like, let me do that. And I started and I got like probably through the first pack we opened.
Yeah.
Of actually doing it. And then I got to the second pack and I was like, I'm not doing this. This is gonna take me all night. And I had to freaking search up each photo.
Yep.
Then resize it so it's all the same size. I quit. I was like, you know what? Actually, we'll just do a better time next time. Yeah. So I put a little funny opening bit, and then I went right to it.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, I'm really proud of it. I think you would actually enjoy the opening bit.
Really? Okay.
But yeah. So
Well, I mean, I did see the opening bit because I did watch the video.
You didn't watch the video. Don't even lie.
I didn't.
But yeah, so we definitely have to do another one because it did well for what it was.
Wow. Well, let's just do it better next time, and it's just less views. Like, people watch it just
if that
to
happens, I'm like, you know what? I actually came up to open packs.
We just need to get you a hit, man. We just need to get you a hit. If I may, these have packs, but these are more like suited for like beginners, you know, to get into it. It comes with some extra stuff, comes with a portfolio.
What are you calling me?
A beginner. I'm calling you a fucking amateur is what I'm calling you.
Get out. That also,
That's beautiful.
getting hits would actually also help because there was nothing to clickbait.
Yeah.
There was no good thumbnail. There was no good thumbnail anyway because everything's out of focus.
Yeah.
But, like, no good thumbnail, nothing to clickbait. It's not like a, oh my god, we pulled this car. Or like opening like 10 this set packs because they were multiple different sets. So it's literally just my first time opening Pokemon packs.
Holy shit! SIR puppy, $5.
I see. The really funny thing is, I looked up the title word for word I wasn't even the first 10 results for the name of the video word for word. The first 10 results aren't even the same title.
Wow.
They're just like better Pokemon titles. And I can't click anything because this is dog shit.
We just gotta be better.
So all in all, this is me saying that yes, I will promote cards with you because I will collect Paradox Rift.
You're choosing Paradox Rift.
Paradox Rift.
This feels like an NFL guy choosing his team. I gotta go with Paradox Rift. Puts on the hat. So you're choosing Paradox Rift.
Paradox Rift, yeah.
Fuck! I'm collecting Paradox Rift as well, so that's gonna be a bit
okay,
of a... No, we're collecting Paradox Rift. That's what it is. You've chosen it. We're doing that.
Because we both open packs.
That's true. That is true. I will collect the IRs from that. I will.
That's fine.
Hold on. Paradox Rift. Because I'm just trying to think. Is that the one with the fucking Groudon in it? Because that's $100 card. Hold on. Let me just.
I mean, I'm open to other sets. I know Scarlet and Violet, Paradox Rift, Obsidian Flame, 151.
We're not opening 151. Fuck off. We're not opening 151.
Paldea Evolved.
Okay.
And what pack do you collect?
Temporal Forces.
So I know 6 sets.
I also collect Crown Zenith.
And Crown Zenith, I know 7 packs. 7 sets, sorry.
Okay, but oh shit, Paradox Rift is the one with the Groudon. Hold on, for the viewers.
Actually, I think I did have a photo of the Groudon.
Whoa. Yeah, that's the Groudon.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open to whatever set.
Yeah. That's a bit of a chase card in that set. Paradox Rift.
Well, I'm open to whatever set.
Okay.
But I thought I would choose one with a name and actually really impress you.
Yeah. So you've chosen Paradox Rift. You looked at the card. That's the one you want to collect then?
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. You're not just picking one out random.
No, of course not. Why would you
do that?
Why would I do that? Stupid.
You want to collect. You want to get into the trades and everything, right? You didn't just choose one at random. You chose one that you want to collect, right, Liam?
Do you hear yourself choose one at random?
No, that's the thing. I am hearing myself, and I'm not talking crazy. That's the issue. That's the issue, Liam. I do hear myself. I'm asking a pretty valid question.
To be fair, I did choose Paradox Rift at random, but I chose it at random over the weekend. So it's not like I just made the choice now. Okay. I chose it at random because I was like, the Groudon looked cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't think we did it on the podcast, but after the video, I was like, Liam, I need you to choose a pack because you're like, I didn't get any hits. I'm like, I'm gonna get you some cards. I'm gonna buy some packs for you. We're gonna open them up. We're gonna rip them open. And I was like, and you're like, well, yeah, but I really want to collect. I want to make a collection. I go, let's make a master set then. You choose one set and you make a master set. That way, you can make videos of I go to the store and I find this card, what we were talking about last time. I was like, you choose one set, Liam. You had a whole week to choose one set. And you chose it on a whim. I mean, Paradox Rift is a good set to collect. I think it has a lot of good.
I like these cards.
Yeah, I can see the app light up on your face. You just opened up.
I like these cards. I want these cards.
Flip the phone to me, Liam. Flip the phone to me. What cards are you looking at? You're just looking at the fucking commons. It's not even...
It's because the page won't let me scroll.
This fucking guy.
I'm not looking at just commons. Okay.
I will say...
Is this a common?
No, that's a rare. That's EX.
Yeah. I'm aware. So yeah, I'll do
Paradox Rift. You clearly weren't.
I'll do Paradox Rift.
Okay.
Look at that Mewtwo. It's a tasty looking Mewtwo.
I don't like the way you talk about this Mewtwo anymore.
Oh, I have the Iron Hands EX.
That you do? Yeah, because we did.
Yeah, so then I'll complete that set.
Oh, fuck, it gets one EX and it's yeah, let me complete this set.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually probably would have chosen whatever set the Iron Hands came in. Because I'm like, well, I already have one nice card for it. Because the rest of our cards weren't good.
It's also, Leo, I gotta be honest with you. When we opened up the packs and you opened it up, I was like, wow, that's a good card. I said that because I wanted you to feel good. Because EXs aren't crazy, man. I've got to be honest with you. They're
not common.
They're not commons. And they're not non-holo rare, so you got that going for you.
Exactly.
They're better than a holo rare.
I just wanted the card. You know, you asked me to pick a pack, and I picked a pack, and I have an actual reason why I wanted to pick the pack, and you're attacking me for that.
Oh, just a little. We'll open up some Paradox Rift. I'll get some packs going.
That works for me.
So actually, I think I have some Paradox Rift on the way, so I might be able to siphon some off from my own supply.
Say less. I mean, yeah. Bring the packs. I'll open them with you.
Yeah. So I think I have 50.
Goddamn.
On the way.
Goddamn.
So I could probably siphon off like 30.
I think like probably siphon off like five, 6.
No, we'll do a big. Well, we gotta do a video. So like 15.
Okay, yeah.
Go. Or you know what we could do? You know what I might do? We might do like 36. So like 18 and 18. Because 36 is a booster box.
Okay.
So
it's like the equivalent of opening a booster box.
It'd be like we open a booster box, but it's from my dealer, so it's even better. But
okay, I mean that works.
I will say last time Paradox Rift did not hit for me.
I'm in.
So
we'll do a video.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, sounds
opening
good.
Paradox Rift.
Oh, you know what? Fuck, I need to get you like a binder with some sleeves and shit, so you can like actually. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I gotta set some shit up for you then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe we should actually wrap the podcast up so you can get started.
My packs aren't even in yet, so we got that. Trust me, I know. I've been waiting.
You're like, oh, he's ready.
Oh yeah, well, because I got. Listen, I got 50 Paradox Rift, 20 Silver Tempest, and 90 Temporal Forces on the way.
Damn.
The guy was like, last minute, I was about to purchase them. He was like, by the way, I got some extra Temporal Forces. You want them? I was like, fuck, I can't say no to that. I mean, yes. So, I got extra Temporal Forces.
How many were you getting in the first place?
I think it was at 60 initially.
Okay. I thought he was like, yeah, I was getting 5. He's like, I actually found some extra. I have 85 extras. You're like,
fuck it, sure.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Throw them in. Throw them in.
Tell me how much I owe you.
Oh, God, just give me the number.
Anyways, I have a surprise for you.
You have a,
I need you to close your eyes, though. Okay? This is a very important close.
You're reaching behind me. I don't like this.
It's okay. It's not bad. Hey.
Not peeking. Liam, I'm scared.
You act like I've ever given you a tarantula. You react every time I ever have a surprise. You think it's a tarantula, and I've literally never had a tarantula for you.
What? Yeah, it just takes one time.
There hasn't been a one time.
But it just takes one time.
Okay, ready? Open your eyes. Is
this a playmat?
It's actually a mouse pad.
Oh God, I'm so. Oh.
And a hat for you to wear for the podcast.
Oh, this is actually really nice.
Thank you. It doesn't look good with my setup.
Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh, fuck, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, the mouse pad does not work with my setup. So, if you would like it.
Oh my God.
It's a thank you for the Pokemon cards.
Oh my God, that's so sweet. This is actually really nice, Liam. See? This is such a sweet surprise. I do pee in pools.
Who doesn't? Am I right? Who doesn't?
I wait for the day where it like makes a blue dye thing, and I gotta be like, I did it. That's it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I genuinely thought I was like, oh, a really nice sunset. I was gonna unravel. And it's just like anime titties across the other half.
No,
I was genuinely waiting for that. This is actually really This is actually a really nice like. I might use this to play Magic. Actually, this is really nice.
Yeah, no, because I got it to replace mine.
Okay.
And then I was like, that just does not look good with like the way my keyboard looks and everything. I was like, it looks off.
Oh yeah.
And it's also smaller than I thought. So I was like, well, I could return it, but I was like, but why don't I give it to Cameron as a thank you for the Pokemon cards? Why have it go to waste?
That's really sweet. I'll actually take this because when I play Magic and Pokemon, I bring out my I have a Marnie.
Nice
thing, and every time fucking Adam sees it, every single time, without fail, he goes, "What are you, a pedo?"
So there you go.
Without fail.
You're not a pedophile anymore.
No, I'm not a pedophile anymore. Never was. Let me make that clear. Never was. Never have been. Never will be.
No, you just say you're not anymore.
Yeah, because I never have been, never will be. Never have been, never will be.
But not being one anymore implies that you were.
I know. That's why I'm clarifying for the audience and for Adam. But yeah, no, this is really sweet. So thank you, Liam.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. So.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, of course. Now I gotta get you some more. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Find my own ways to pay you back. That's not paying for Pokemon.
Oh, I thought you meant like not sucking my dick, but okay.
Oh yeah, also not that. And see, you know what the funny thing is?
What?
All these times that I've surprised you with stuff, it's been something not bad.
The one time you tried to surprise me with piss.
No, I didn't. It's not piss. It's just right there.
No,
It was very clearly labeled not piss.
Sorry, tried to surprise me with not piss. So.
So hopefully one of these times you trust me, and then when you trust me, that's when the tarantula comes.
I fucking do. See, that's it. He lures me to a false sense of security. That's what you do.
I'm gonna hire like. See, this is the plan, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now because you're gonna forget this, but I'll make sure this is in writing or this is on record. If we ever get big enough where we go do a live show, I am giving you a tarantula on the live show. So if you guys want to see Cameron actually lose his mind with the tarantula,
blow this up.
Sends him to blow us up so we get to go and do a live show. Because when that happens, and see, you will forget, and you guys may forget,
but you'll remember.
I will remember forever. And the day when they're like, yeah, so what do you need for the live show? I'll be like, live tarantula. Give me a tarantula. Give me duct tape. We're securing Cameron to his seat, and we're pulling the tarantula out, and I would crawl over him.
Oh God.
But yeah, so I mean, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. This actually is a really nice mouse pad.
Yeah, actually, I was really happy. I really liked how it looked.
Yeah.
It just when I actually set it up with everything, I was like, it doesn't work.
Just doesn't fit, eh?
Yeah, I was like, it just doesn't work.
I've heard that before.
It's just because of how like my keyboard has the different keycap colors. It just they all clash, and I was like, it's just too busy. I'm like my.
Oh, like the color scheme wise?
Yeah, like color scheme. I was just like, it's too busy.
Oh shit!
Like
okay.
there's too much going
I thought
on.
it was just too big for your.
Oh no! It's smaller than mine is currently.
Oh shit! Okay.
I was just like color wise, there's too many colors going on.
This is way bigger than my mouse pad. My mouse pad is like.
Yeah, I know. It's my
the
old
one. Yeah, the one with the wrist
It's
thing.
my old one.
Yeah.
But
I'm making it work.
Yeah, no. Because yeah, when I got rid of the one I gave you, I got that one.
Wow.
And so yeah, I was.
I'm always getting the hand-me-downs, always, and I'll take them every single time.
Hey, that's unused hand me down.
Even better.
I literally set it up and then went, yeah, it doesn't work.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so I actually,
Yeah.
I had a few topics for today because we haven't gone into.
Sorry,
anything.
yeah, no, I got into the show.
I'm not saying anything. You usually show up unprepared.
Yeah, you know what? I had a couple things I wanted to say. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just, what's up?
So, did you see the Grammys over the weekend?
I heard Kendrick won. That was about it.
Yeah, so Kendrick won for
Yeah.
he won 4 Grammys for Not Like Us.
Wow.
Which I just have to say that's hater. That's
You
that's the poster child for being a hater.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was so funny to me. Do you remember the Drake line where he's like, Kendrick just opened his mouth, gave him a Grammy? And everyone was like, yeah, he made that line because he knew he was going to win. So they try to make it sound like it was a diss. Oh, you want a Grammy? Oh, what are you, a plant? Oh, you want... He won 4 Grammys.
He won, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Drake lost. Drake lost.
He lost hard. It was really funny because they announced whatever. I saw this clip. They announced it, and the entire audience when it's playing is singing along to the song.
Hell yeah.
Where he calls Drake a pedophile.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you have the entire music industry calling you a pedophile, that's when you just sign off.
It's over, Drake.
You sign off and you go, you know what? Actually, good game. You won.
You've got millions of dollars. Retire, man. Just retire. I know you've got gambling addictions. Put it all on black. Just win your money. Leave. It's okay. Start streaming. You got that alter ego. I need a max win. Just be that. That's all you need.
Yeah. But no, so that was a big one.
Yeah.
I really haven't heard a ton because no one reports on all of the different Grammy wins. They'll they'll talk about 4 or 5 of them, and I'll be like, oh, was that all the Grammys? What? Where? What? But I saw stuff. Do you know who Babyface is? The producer.
No.
So he's a really big producer from the 90s, and still going today. So he's been on 35 years now.
Yeah.
And so there's this interview clip of one of those red carpet interview people, and they're talking to him, and he's literally answering a question, and then one girl leans back and goes, Chapel, sorry, Chapel, and he goes, oh, you're done? Oh. She interrupts him as he's answering their question to try and get Chapel Roan's attention, and then he's like, oh, gives the mic back. And sorry, and she comes over and starts doing the interview, and then while that blew up, and so she got a bunch of hate, and so she releases an apology during the Grammys. I'm like,
During the Grammys, like as the Grammys are going on.
Yeah, or like just after or whatever, or like around the time. I saw this all
I
afterwards.
was gonna say that'd be wild in the bathroom mirror. I'm so sorry for the way I've acted.
But it was literally like I'm so sorry for disrespecting Babyface like that. Like, he is an icon. You know, it's not that I wanted to interrupt him. Like, I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, red carpets, they're so intense and so, like, being pushed around, and, like, you don't really have a chance to catch your breath or anything. So we saw Chapel, and everyone's like, you interrupted him to yell at her. It wasn't like he was shoved out of the way and you guys just grabbed the microphone like, oh, sorry. And literally now it's like, I've been seeing all these reactions from people in the industry and everything, being like, that's disgusting. Like, give respect to Babyface and all this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd hate to be her.
Oh, yikes.
Like, I'd hate to be her. Because she literally leans back and then yells over him. And he takes it so well. He like, oh, you're done with me? Okay. And gives the mic back and then walks away. But like, that's crazy. But Chapel won new artist.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, I was going to make a joke, go and say something, but we don't have an audience to lose, so I don't want to say it.
Yeah, please don't alienate our only audience.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got 28 audience members, and I'm not going to
No, sorry. You misunderstand.
28 views, sorry.
No, you misunderstand. Those are views on my channel. This channel, the Pokemon episode that we filmed last week, only got like 5 views.
Cool. Yeah.
You're misunderstanding. My audience is big. Sorry. Our audience is smaller.
Yeah, my bad. I'm not gonna say shit.
But yeah, and then like Sabrina Carpenter, she won 2 Grammys.
Wow.
Yeah, and she performed.
Oh, okay.
It was actually really good.
Did she have a Panorama? Paramore?
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 Is that who you're talking about? Paramore, the music group?
Yeah. Didn't they play with Sabrina?
I don't actually know. I just know because like there was a lot of praise about like her physical. She was very like physically like doing a lot of physical comedy.
Okay.
And like people were like, this diva taking notes out of Miss Piggy's playbook. Cause like there's one like her going down the stairs and like she goes to like spin the baton and like it falls out of her hand. And then she like keeps going down the stairs, and it's set so it's an illusion. So it's one staircase and then the next staircase. Oh. So she walks down and then she goes like starts going below the staircase, and then she like climbs up. And she's like short. She's like 4 something.
Yeah.
Or she's 5 feet.
So like your height.
She's 5. Bitch. You're a bitch. She's 5 feet tall. Yeah. So then she's like climbing up, and I was like, this is funny. Like this is really funny physical comedy. Like something that's missing a lot. But like really impressive stuff. Wow. Benson Boone performed.
Okay.
Do you know who he is?
Nope. No clue.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He sang a song "Beautiful Things."
Okay.
But like, he has like a crazy stage presence because he's doing like flips and stuff during his concerts.
Damn.
And so he's in the audience, and they start playing the music. And he like looks around, and then he like opens his jacket and pulls the microphone out and starts singing. And he's like going around his tailbowl and everything, like singing in his like nice suit and everything. It's like, oh, this is so cool. And he stands beside I'm blanking on the 2 actors, their names. But they he's wearing a tearaway suit, so they tear his suit off, and then he pulls his pants off, and he's in a one-piece bodysuit. Oh shit! But like it's like open down to like his belly button and up. And like it's like blue sparkly, and I was like, that is such a move. And he like goes up on the stage singing, steps onto the piano, does a front flip, and then hits the beat, like the beat drop. Damn. And like I was like, they weren't holding back. Damn. Like, yeah, I heard a lot of good things about the Grammys. Wow. Still not gonna watch it because
I don't give enough of a shit.
I don't care about I don't care about watching the industry pat themselves on the back. I'm not saying that the Grammys is bad or anything. I just have no interest in a bunch of musicians patting other musicians on the back for making good music.
Listen, I listened to the only album I listened to this year that came out was Chromacopia. That's right. The memes are true. All Tyler fans are white. It's true. Listen, I go up to other people and go, have you heard of Tyler, the Creator? That's me. I'm the white boy in the memes. I got that sent to me multiple times where they're like, this is you. And it's just, have you heard of Tyler, the Creator? Only album I've listened to. Did it win? Do you know if that won?
I don't think it won anything, but also I don't know it.
That's how you know the industry was rigged. That's how you know. Chromacopia was fucking.
But yeah, like
fire.
You know, I don't watch like the Grammys, the Oscars, the Tonys, any of those.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't know, it's just weird sitting up there. Because like I think it's the Oscars, they have like a comedian come up and like make jokes and stuff.
Yeah, like the host for the year.
Yeah, but like the rest of it, it's just kind of like, oh, this one like album of the year, this one like song, like new country song of the year, and like go off. But I don't have any interest in watching that. That being said, if like we get invited to any of those, we'll be there. I'll be the biggest fan. I'll be a sellout.
I really like to imagine that one day we get big enough that we get invited to the fucking Grammys. And we're literally just doing this in a back room. We don't talk to any of the celebrities. They're like, yeah, you can come in, but like,
hey, sweet cast, right? It's so great to see you guys. We have a place set up for you guys. Come on back. Yeah, you guys can sit here. We have a great guest for you.
The janitor.
Janitor's busy actually. We have Gaffer 4. He's the backup. He's not even on call. He's just the guy off the street we'd call on if we needed.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come chat with you guys, but he is busy. So if he needs to leave, he's gonna leave.
I do like to imagine like fucking Kevin Hart like walks through the back. He just like sits down and starts talking with us. So Kevin Hart, you're now famous not for your movies, but for talking with not Drewski. Who the fuck am I thinking of?
Oh,
not iShow Speed.
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like, it's not iShow Speed. He plays with iShow Speed. Kevin Hart, you're famous for Kai Cenat. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that the younger generations know you for being Kai Cenat's uncle? You know, I think we should have Kevin Hart on.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, do you want to show up?
Yeah. We'll take you.
Pull up.
Cameron will pay for your flights.
I was gonna say I'll pay for your flight. If you want to come out, I'll pay.
I want to make sure that I caught you before you be like, we'll pay for your flights.
Yeah, we will.
Cameron will. Okay. Cameron will pay for your flights.
I will not pay for hotel though.
I'll take you for dinner, but Cameron will pay for your flights.
That's true. That's true. So Kevin Hart.
Actually, that actually goes out to any celebrity that wants to come on the podcast. Big or small, if you have a following of more than 10,000.
We will be screening.
Yeah. If you have a following more than 10,000, Cameron will pay for your travel expenses. I'll pay for the dinner we take you out for. And then yeah, you're on your own for living.
Yeah.
Housing, but
I can get you a nice Airbnb.
You're welcome to come to the podcast.
I can get you a nice Airbnb out in Drumheller. It's going to be a bit of a drive, but it's really way cheap out in Drumheller. So
yeah, but you were officially invited to the podcast, so
yeah, that's true.
Come check it out. I think that covers our bases.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you had a chance to watch the new Fantastic Four trailer?
No, but I've seen Mr. Fantastic. Fucking it's fantastic. I can't say the rest of the meme. It's a word that I, as a white man, cannot say. So, it's fantastic, though.
Okay, really chill. We just invited celebrities on the podcast. We can't be problematic right away.
Listen. I love Marvel Rivals. It's fantastic. Fuck.
So the trailer came out this morning.
I gotta take this hat off. Sorry, give me a sec. It's fucking up my hair.
So yeah, teaser yesterday,
so there's a new
and then trailer came out today.
Okay.
It looks interesting.
Okay.
They didn't really show enough to fully capture my interest.
Okay. Rebooting for the 8th time? What is it, 8th, 9th?
This is the 5th iteration of
the 5th
Fantastic
iteration,
Four.
and a movie is wild shit.
Or sorry, 4th. Right? Yeah, my bad. Technically 5th iteration of Mr. Fantastic because of John Krasinski.
No, yeah.
Because there was the 1994 Fantastic Four, then the 2005 Fantastic Four.
But those are the same though. They were just like
no, that was different. They were different.
Really different.
Yeah, it was 2005 and then 2006 or 7.
This one was Silver Surfer, right?
Yeah, that was the second one. And there was the 2015 one with Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
And Miles Teller, and then 2025 Fantastic Four: First Steps. It looks optimistically good.
Oh.
I've seen a lot of Marvel haters today.
Yeah.
Being like, why does it actually look like a movie?
Well.
In talking about how like a lot of Marvel movies lately haven't had like good lighting or like set design. Like they've just looked really lazy and like haven't looked like a movie. Mm-hmm. But they've been like, wow, like why does it actually look like a movie? Yeah, like it looks. Well. It looks interesting. I'll be seated.
I'm sat. I'm sat.
I mean, if they have me sat for Thunderbolts, asterisk. They had me set for this.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
my ass will not be in the theaters watching that. I've disowned Marvel and superhero movies.
Interesting. I mean, I'll be seeing Thunderbolts for sure.
Actually, I think the last movie I went out of my way to see was with you, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium.
I don't even remember that.
That was years ago.
I
was still in uni. That was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago.
You were in uni last year.
Well, yeah, but I very distinctly remember I was like middle of uni, so it's like 2 years ago.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you act like you graduated like 3-4 years ago.
No, it's been years. It's been years.
Yeah, like I'm not actually gonna see Fantastic Four in theaters.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about the Fantastic Four that much. I'm gonna see Thunderbolts in theaters because I think it'll be a fun.
What movie are you talking? What are you talking about?
Thunderbolts.
What is Thunderbolts?
Oh, let's see.
You're saying Thunderbolts asterisk. I thought you were making a joke, but you keep saying it.
That is a joke.
What is it?
It's a Marvel movie, but it's literally the title is Thunderbolts asterisk. There's an asterisk at the end of the title. Have you not?
What the fuck are you
it's all like
talking
the Winter
about?
Soldier, the Ghost. You don't Red Guardian.
I know the characters. I've listened to all the characters.
It's a movie coming out.
Hold on.
It actually looks like a fun movie. I'm not gonna see the new Captain America, but just because.
So you got
I'm so not caught up, and I don't want to see another one.
Yep. Bucky,
Mm-hmm.
Taskmaster. Whoa! Can I speak? Fucking Taskmaster, Red Guardian. I don't know who that is.
That's Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah. Black Widow's sister, and then Shang-Chi,
What?
the guy in the corner there. That's
not.
10 Rings.
No.
Who is that?
That's Sentry.
Who the fuck's Sentry?
I don't know. He's like.
Who the fuck is Sentry?
He's like the Marvel's version of Superman. Apparently, the theory is it's going to be in there, and then it's going to be revealed that he's been in the Marvel universe since the beginning. Everyone just forgot about him. Apparently, that's like his comic thing. He's like the Marvel universe Superman. But it looks fun. I don't know. I've kind of.
Wait, I'm sorry. It comes out May?
It comes out in May.
Oh, I guess there's a couple months. I was going to say, I've not heard a single lick of advertisement for this.
Oh, there've been trailers out.
I've not seen a single one. I was going to for some reason I was thinking March. I was like, it comes out in March 2nd. That's a month away. I haven't heard shit about this.
No, I mean, I've really gotten, like, I've been disappointed with the recent Marvel stuff, so I really haven't cared to watch anything.
Yeah.
Like, the new Captain America, I know so little about it, and advertisement, it's done such a poor job of actually advertising what it is, and the reshoots, and, like, constant, like, changes in direction.
Well, you know what I'm so tired about? And fucking echo chamber alert. Boop, boop. White guy talks about Marvel movies. But I'm just so tired of everything being tied in with a fucking TV show. And God forbid, 2 TV shows. Did you watch you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a third one. It's just
Deadpool and Wolverine, yeah, I've seen it.
Like,
Quite
to
enjoyed
understand half that movie, you have to have watched 2 seasons of Loki.
Really?
Yeah, all of it's like Loki based.
Oh, I understood it all.
Really?
It's very self-explanatory. It's very, like, self-explanatory in the movie. Like, Loki's going to give you a greater understanding, but there's no... other than the time variance authority, there's no... It doesn't connect otherwise.
I guess, but it's just... I felt like as I was watching, like, the only reason I got, like... I understood where these characters are coming from is because I watched Loki.
I feel like Loki gives it a better introduction of the time variance. Like, they're assuming that you know that they exist.
Well, like, okay... Spoiler, bop, bop, spoiler, bop, bop. The beginning, because I disagree. I honestly, I did not care for the movie. I did not care for it. I did not like The Godfather.
Oh my gosh.
I did not like The Godfather. No, like, everyone was hyping up. This is the best movie ever. It's so good. I wear Deadpool shit too, so like, Cameron, you've got to watch it. At work, the guys were coming up to me and be like, dude, we just watched it. You got to watch it. Mm-hmm. Finally, I watched it, and I'm like, first little bit, because I watched Loki too. I watched all of Loki. I watched it with my mom. I thought it was a pretty good, decent show. Mm-hmm. I liked the first season. Second season was a bit lesser, but I still liked it. It wasn't bad at all. But like the beginning part with the time variance, to understand, like, why there's multiple branches, why they don't want multiple branches. That's all in Loki, right? Like to understand, like, oh, we want it to be the main timeline again. It's like, oh, that's because that's how it used to be. Like, it's like an old order.
Yeah, but that's just like it works the same as like a prequel. Like if Deadpool was to come out and then Loki came out afterwards,
yeah,
that would just be a prequel explaining it, because they do explain in it like kind of enough.
See, that's the thing though. That's why I get hooked on.
I'm saying kind of enough because I haven't seen it in a while.
I say kind. You say kind of enough. I say it was. It's one of those ones where, like, yeah, you could. I believe you could do this with almost any movie.
Mm-hmm.
You could start in the middle of any movie, and by the end, pick up what the beginning was.
Yeah, but even that, the timeline thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really go farther than like the opening bit. Because like it's like, yeah, we have to save like your timeline, and then he goes to find like the different Wolverines, and then they get pruned, and then it's just about saving his timeline. It's about getting out of the void back to his timeline before Paradox destroys it.
It's just I just think that like a lot of like the setup was built into Loki, and I'm just like, again, you can watch it on your own and you don't have to watch Loki, and it still holds up. Sure. But I just think so much of it hinges on a TV show. And maybe Deadpool and Wolverine isn't the best example, because Deadpool and Wolverine, again, it does set up on its own. You can kind of understand it on its own.
I feel like it takes aspects of Loki and uses them, but I don't feel like Loki doesn't set it up at all.
It doesn't set it up, but I just feel like
that
Deadpool. I'm just gonna call it Deadpool. I'm not gonna
Deadpool.
Deadpool like focuses so much on like the time variance police, time variance force, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't even remember.
Time variance authority.
Time variance authority.
TVA.
The void. The end of time. Like all of that is taken from Loki, and even when it is set up, it feels like a really like cheap, like, oh, that's the Loki thing. You know, like, I don't know. To me, it feels cheap, and it feels like it's so like it's not its own thing. Like I can't watch this without being like, oh, I gotta watch like. You watch the Avengers, right? Mm-hmm. You watch the Avengers. You can watch the Avengers on its own. You don't need the end credit from Iron Man, the first Iron Man, to watch Avengers, right? You watch what is it? What there's a movie. Was it Hulk? Or was it? There's a movie where it sets up Thor, right? You don't need that end credit to set up the next movie.
Oh, that's Iron Man 2.
Oh, was that Iron Man 2? Okay.
Well, Iron Man 2, Hulk, and Thor all take place in the same week.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
Because it's not the end credits of Iron Man 2, because it's midway when they're all packing up and Coulson's like, I've been reassigned to...
Yeah, and then like the end credit shows the hammer, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
But what I'm saying is like, those movies are connected, and watching one kind of goes, oh, this is a explaining part of the universe that helps with this universe. Right? But if you watch Thor on its own, and that's a movie onto itself. You watch Avengers, and that's a movie onto itself. You don't need to understand like, Thor had contact with humans before. That doesn't. You don't need that, right? Like,
I'll give you that, but then I will say that's just because it's at the beginning. Because you can't say the same about Age of Ultron. You can't watch Age of Ultron without watching at least the first Avengers.
Okay, but I'll stop you there because that's a sequel thing.
Yeah, but
you're right.
Deadpool and Wolverine is a sequel,
but not a sequel to Loki.
But it's not. But
hell, it's not even connected to Deadpool 2 that much. The only thing they take over is
But if you don't watch Loki, you don't miss anything. Loki just explains stuff because the void and everything. It's completely different in Deadpool and Wolverine than it is in Loki. They're completely different. Because in Loki, it's just full of Loki variants. Like you don't
see anything else.
But you don't see anything else. That's the thing. You don't see a single Loki variant in Deadpool and Wolverine. You can watch Deadpool and Wolverine, and it works on its own because it also is a sequel, not just to Deadpool, but also like it works where Loki just explains the time variance authority. It just explains the bad guys. But it's a completely different TVA than it is in Loki season 1.
But it's the same in Loki season 2.
But it's different still. Because does Paradox show up in Loki season 2?
No.
So it's completely different characters.
You're right.
The only cameo at the end is Hunter B. one.
Yeah.
Where she shows up literally at the end of the movie.
I don't know.
And she doesn't even it's just you can tell she's important, but it's very much explaining.
I see where you're coming from, and I do agree to an extent that Deadpool and Wolverine does work on its own.
Yeah.
You can watch the movie, you can enjoy the movie. It works as a Deadpool movie. I will agree with you there. I agree that it does set its own stuff up with the TVA. You don't technically need Loki to understand it. Mm-hmm. But I guess where I get hung up is that it's heavily implied that you should watch it. You know? Yeah. If you go back to the thing, Age of Ultron, obviously you need the first Avengers to set up the second Avengers.
Okay.
Because that's a sequel thing.
I'll say that's a bad example.
Okay.
Homecoming.
Fuck.
Directly connected to Civil War. You can watch it, and it works on its own, but there's a lot missing if you don't watch Avengers and Civil War at least. Because he comes back, the villain is demolition guys that got put out of the job after the Battle of New York by Tony Stark. If you don't watch the Avengers, you don't actually know what happened in New York to cause all that. Okay. Because that's the technology that's used for the villains. So you can watch Homecoming on its own, and then watch Avengers and be like, oh, this is what the technology they got that they used, and then watch Civil War.
It's funny because I agree with you that hold on. I agree with you that Homecoming does require other movies to watch that aren't direct prequels to it. Funny enough, I think you chose the wrong example.
I don't think so.
I believe the first bit is actually pretty well explained. The Battle of New York, the Avengers. Also, too, Avengers was a fucking... Everyone's seen Avengers. Everyone and their mom's seen Avengers.
No, everyone and their mom hasn't seen Avengers.
That was the biggest Marvel movie out there. All right,
at the time, and then every movie afterwards kind of got bigger.
Well, yeah, but you see Avengers. All right, but I think actually... Because I'm going to agree with you. Tony Stark and Iron Man's relationship. I think you need to understand Civil War to see that movie. Because you don't understand why is Tony Stark, why is Iron Man just helping out this kid. I think it's better explained in Civil War how they met and why he's
fair.
So friendly with.
Fair, but I think
that would be
Homecoming relies more on the rest of the movies.
And I agree, and I believe actually you know what, and I would say I think that's where it starts to degrade. Because again, now you're starting to get too interconnected. I believe Homecoming is a great movie, but I believe it's the beginning of the end.
I
argue that it's the same issue as Loki. You're starting to have too many movies that you have to watch. But even then, though, and this is kind of what I'm getting at. With that, it's movies. Mm-hmm. So there's what? You get one movie every 3-4 months for Marvel, right?
Yeah.
So you got one movie, you watch it. It's a weekend thing, right? Oh, new Marvel movie just came out. You watch the Marvel again. Civil War was a huge hype thing. The Avengers are fighting themselves. It's a big blockbuster thing. You watch the movie, you go, that's great. Next movie comes out 4 months later, right?
Yeah.
My issue now is that it's TV. It's not even movies that they're connecting to. Mm-hmm. It's a TV show on a streaming platform that you might not own. It's not like everyone saw Loki come out in theaters.
Yeah, but don't act like you won't pirate. You can't pirate things.
My fucking 40-year-old mother will not pirate a fucking TV show to understand the next movie, you know?
But you don't... That's the thing I'm saying, that you don't need it to understand. It helps, but you don't need it.
I think it's too... It relies too heavily on references to other movies that I can't help but watch and just be like, this is just a reference, you know?
Fair, but and you can't watch Deadpool and Wolverine relies on Deadpool 2.
Again,
Peter.
Sequel.
Yeah, but it's the same.
It's not a separate TV show.
No, but so you can watch the trilogy through and understand it all.
Okay.
But for all three of them, for the first two especially, watching all of the Fox X-Men films will help you understand better. You don't need to watch them to understand, though.
Elaborate, because literally the entire joke in those movies that there is no X-Men.
That there is X-Men. You just never see them. That's the joke.
Because they're in the back.
Because in Deadpool 2 especially, when he's driving around the mansion, they fully close the door on him.
They fully close the door.
And so you only ever see the 2 or 3.
I'm going to fight you with it, because that is a singular joke. A running joke. But a running joke based on movie. You don't need to see the other movies to go, oh, how the X-Men don't like him. Like, they're around, but they don't like him.
No, but
that's the joke.
But in Deadpool 2, it's fully the X-Mansion, the jet, the whole principle of how, like, what being an X-Men is and everything.
Yeah.
It's all set in this universe where if you watch the other ones, it helps. Like, I'm not saying like you have to, but it's the same idea as using Loki. You can watch Deadpool 3 without Loki, and it's a fine movie that explains itself enough. But you could also watch, like, everything connected and have a better understanding. You don't need to watch it, though, because I haven't seen Loki season 2. Okay. I understood Deadpool and Wolverine just fine. I've never seen Loki season 2.
My issue, so with that example, the issue is that in Deadpool, it was a joke, a singular joke that you could find. It's funny on its surface value of like, oh, the X-Men don't like him. Mm-hmm. Sure, if you watch the movie, you'd be like, oh, I'll get it. Like, they're all like, actually, like, this is what they're doing, and they're actually like heroes, and they really just don't like Deadpool. Mm-hmm. But like, the joke stands on its own because it's just a singular joke. Again, it's one of those ones where you could argue, like, we can even go farther back and be like, well, actually, this joke in this movie was a reference to the 1998 comic. Like, but the thing with Deadpool and Wolverine is it's the plot. It's the main plot. It's the entire show is based off Loki.
It's not based off Loki.
It is based off Loki. No, it's not. It's different. The entire setting is based around Loki.
Which is based off the comics.
Yes! But, like, you can watch a show and have it explain something and be like, this is taken from the comics, right? And have it explained. But the entire thing of Deadpool and Wolverine is like, oh, this is all set in the Loki universe. This is all a reference to Loki.
No, it's not set in the Loki universe.
Yeah, like, it's set in the Loki TV show. It set it all up. You don't have Deadpool and Wolverine without first having Loki is what I'm trying to get at. But I think it's too interconnected, and the movies are just getting too muddled. I'm
just saying it's not connected. Because outside of, if they took away the time variance authority, if they didn't, if they gave a different name for the organization,
yeah,
you wouldn't say it's connected to Loki. The Void acts completely differently.
But it's still the Void. It's still supposed to be what was from Loki. But that's what I'm getting at.
But the Void is such a generic name that if it was called if you called it like,
it had the same fucking beast, Liam. It had the same beast. Whatever the fucking cloud
that
thing
acts
is.
Completely different though.
It's still the same thing is what I'm trying to get at.
But that's based on the comics.
Oh my god.
This is the same idea as, are you going to say the Fantastic Four First Steps is the same movie as Fantastic Four 2015?
Yes.
Stop doing that with your figures. Stop doing that. No, I'm just saying, Deadpool and Wolverine stands on its own just fine. It stands on its own just fine. You have.
Okay, but here's my point. This is what I'm trying to get. It stands on its own fine. Yes. Let's make it perfectly clear in this argument. It stands on its own. People can watch the movie and enjoy it. And I don't want this to be taken away.
Understand it.
Here's the thing. I don't want it to be taken away that if you enjoy a movie and enjoy any piece of media that I don't like, that's completely fine. I believe everyone has a right to enjoy something. And you can enjoy it for no reason. You can just say, I like it. That's fine. But my thing is, when you watch old Marvel movies and they're connected, it's a very, like, you watch this movie and then the next movie comes out. And then maybe, like, Homecoming was a little bit after Civil War. Mm-hmm. So you had a little bit of space. With modern movies, it's like, you watch this TV show, and then this Disney Plus exclusive, and then this one in theaters, and then this other TV show, and then there's a meme in this one show that, like, connects to this. And it's like, you have to watch so much to begin to, like, get the references. The X-Men thing,
mm-hmm.
You don't need to watch the X-Men movie to understand the joke is that the X-Men don't like Deadpool.
But it's not just that they don't like him. That Colossus is literally from the movies.
Say that again.
Colossus?
Yeah.
Is a character from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've pulled a character in.
But again, he's okay.
But he's
But do you need to explain him through a movie?
But you don't need, because also the big, like, MacGuffin in Deadpool and Wolverine, the big bomb, it's completely different than what they use in Loki. They don't use anything like that to destroy timelines in Loki.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. It's completely different.
I'm not fighting you that it stands alone. It's fine to stand alone, but there's so much connection to TV shows and, like, spin-offs of spin-offs of spin. That's what I'm trying to get. Is that but it's too muddied. It's too, like.
But it's just saying it. But all I'm saying is, your point can be entirely refuted in it's all the Marvel brand.
I guess. I think
because with a multiverse being established, now everything is relevant. So now it's not, you can't just make like a callback or a reference. Now it's all connected.
Which I think is a bigger problem to it all.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying that's not a problem. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm like, because now everything needs to be taken into account, where you can't just like everything's now connected, and I think that is an issue. And it's not just like everything that's been like designed, like written to be connected. You're now connecting everything that's existed.
I'm just thinking. Do you ever seen Agatha the Witch?
Are you talking about
the spinoff from
Agatha All Along?
Vision? Agatha All Along. That's all.
I saw like the first 3 episodes.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about, man. That's a spinoff of a spinoff right there. And again, there's like it's gonna come up later down Marvel Lives, and you're gonna have to watch that show to understand later down the. That's what I'm talking about. You had to watch Loki to get like half the references in Deadpool. You had to have seen Loki to be like, that's where.
But that's where I disagree with you, because there aren't that many references, because it sets up everything to act completely separately. Where if you watched Deadpool and Wolverine and then you watched Loki, you would have a hard time connecting both, because they're completely separate.
In what world would you have a hard time connecting them?
Because they don't act the same at all. The Void in Loki looks so different to the Void in Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm just saying, though, you're also just pointing out like general issues of an ongoing movie franchise. Anything that continues for a long period of time is going to have a lot to get into.
I get that, and I believe that that's an okay thing.
And now, bringing back to my point.
Yeah. We're arguing in circles here, is what we're doing.
Pokemon. Okay? Every new set comes out is connected to a previous set.
Okay.
So to learn where these Pokemon came from,
if
I were to go watch the show, okay?
The show would actually probably confuse you more.
Yeah. I'd get super confused because I have to go back, because I couldn't just start at like the new series. I had to go find the original series.
You actually probably could.
No, I probably couldn't. Okay? Because they'd be like, oh, what is this about? Because I don't know anything about Pokemon.
You could start like.
Anyways, moving on.
You just start the first episode of any of the series. You just have to pick a series and watch it.
Yeah, so you can just watch.
It does like a whole introduction and like explains everything.
Watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
I think there's like one episode. I think there's one episode where you'd have to watch the previous.
Also, I have to say,
one episode.
You picked the wrong one to use as an example, because Deadpool literally does exposition. He'll break the fourth wall to straight up explain something.
Yeah.
Like I would say if you had chosen somebody else, valid. But Deadpool literally will be like, break the fourth wall, just straight up explain what it is, so you don't have to go watch something else. I think that's where we should end it. I think we should move on.
I think so, because we're just going to argue. I'm going to say it's too referential. Too much is set up in other media that you have to watch on Disney Plus exclusive stuff, and then you're going to say no, it stands on its own. I'm going to say yes, it stands on its own, but it's you don't see enough. Like everything's so Let me go through this. Before you say something. I'm going to say yes, it stands on its own, but it's too referential. There's too much stuff in there that's set up in other shows that even though it's explained, its entire being there is that it's a reference to another show that you were supposed to watch beforehand to understand it fully, not understand it well enough fully, and then you're gonna say, but it stands on its own. I'm gonna go, yes, it stands on its own, but it's too referential, and then we're gonna go back and forth.
No, I'll say,
yeah, agree to disagree.
I'll say agree to disagree, but I'll also say,
yeah,
I think where you're getting stuck is that you think the reference is here's a reference to this thing, you should have watched this, and not just here's a reference to this thing, you could go watch this, but if you don't watch this, you're not losing out on anything.
So
I think that's.
I think where you lose me is, I say it's not that you're not losing something, you're losing half the joke, like half the reference is like, oh, that's a cool thing.
But like if you went and looked up every single reference that any piece of media ever made, you would understand it better. But most references exist on their own where you can be like, oh, that was not to this. but you don't have to. Any piece of media is going to encourage you to watch everything else that it's connected to, whether it's directly connected or not. But you don't have to watch it to understand. It exists on its own, where it's explained it enough to a point where you can understand its place in the story with this, like, within that story. Where if you watch it on its own, you can understand it, so you're not like, wait, I'm really lost what's going on.
You know what the better example would have been?
What?
It's Doctor Strange. I don't know why I didn't pull this up. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's a better example.
It's a terrible movie.
Well, I think because that one you need to watch WandaVision to understand.
Yeah, because it's completely... If you
doesn't give off the...
Because if you watch Doctor Strange and then watch, like, any other Marvel film around that time, like, if you watch Doctor Strange and then Endgame and then Doctor Strange Age of Multiverse of Madness, you're like, wait, what the fuck happened to Wanda?
Yeah.
What do you mean she's a bad guy now?
Yeah.
Why does she look like that?
I think that's a better example of, like...
I absolutely agree with that.
That's a better...
I think that one is
convolution of...
I think that if they're going to connect it
to
the TV shows, it should be in a reference where, like, they explain it enough in that own project, where if you go watch the show, perfect, but you're not, like, penalized. But that one, completely... stupid.
I think the reason I'm so hung on Deadpool is because, again, I find it very referential. I find that, like, if I want to fully grasp it, like, be like, oh yeah, like, I'm in this movie, I had to have watched Loki, and I know it stands alone.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say something. I think that Deadpool is the wrong choice because him as a character constantly references stuff.
Yeah.
Where you understand it better if you've seen that.
I guess.
And that's been in all three, where he references things, because. In the first one, he references a green suit, and if you haven't watched Green Lantern, you won't get it. The CGI suit joke. So I think that Deadpool as a character references things that if you haven't seen, the joke isn't half as funny. But once you've seen that piece of media, So I think Doctor Strange, like Multiverse of Madness, that one absolutely
one of the worst contenders.
Yeah, it relies too heavily on the fact that there's a show. Disney Plus exclusive show that you should have watched to understand. Yeah. And what happens after Agatha, like, all along, is going to have the same problem because, spoilers, it's all about resurrecting her kids.
It's really...
That's
I've never seen Agatha all along.
I haven't either, but I got it spoiled. The teen is her son, Billy, like whichever one has the magic powers.
Oh, okay.
And the show ends with him and Agatha's ghost going to track down his brother, who have been resurrected in the world. So when they show up...
I'm just trying to explain this to, like, an Avengers fan, like, 10 years before.
Like...
So there's this witch named Agatha, and Wanda's dead. So who's Wanda? Yeah. Don't you worry about that, baby girl.
But, like, that's the thing. When you jump into the next movie where they show up, if you haven't watched not just Agatha all along, but WandaVision, you aren't even going to know that Wanda had kids. Or who Agatha is, or what Westview is, or why the kids are around. Yeah. Because both shows are now needed to understand. Yeah. So, like, that, whatever project comes from that, absolutely going to have that issue. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're too intertwined. Where, like, bouncing between movie and show is the wrong way to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think if we wrap around back to Thunderbolts, it's like you look at that, you had to have watched the Black Widow movie. I'm assuming they're going to want you to watch Hawkeye to understand, because I'm assuming it's going to be set in the future, because it's with Bucky, so it's...
Bucky's not in Hawkeye.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, it's in the future.
Yeah.
Like post Endgame.
Well, we post Falcon Winter Soldier, the show he's in.
Oh, I forgot that's the show coming out. Wait, did I watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
That came out before Hawkeye.
That was the one where the new Captain America was revealed, right?
Yeah, where Falcon and the Winter Soldier are together.
Yeah, okay. No,
because
I did see that.
U.S. agents in that. Okay. That was the new Captain America revealed. He's in the movie, too.
So, yeah, so you're going to have to watch that. I'm assuming they're going to want you to watch Hawkeye, because Hawkeye had... not Kate Bishop, that's the...
They had Kate Bishop, but also had Yelena.
Yelena, that's the one. They had Yelena in it, so they kind of, like, explained to her... you probably could skip... I'm assuming that you're going to be able to skip Hawkeye.
See, you could probably skip... Because she's a side character in Hawkeye. She exists.
She comes in the last couple episodes.
But she's literally there to kill Hawkeye because she's been told that he killed
Mm-hmm.
her sister. Where if you skip the end credit scene of Black Widow, you can skip Hawkeye.
That's true. Yes, you probably won't have to watch Hawkeye, but you have to watch Black Widow for sure. You'll have to watch.
That introduces her and Red Guardian. You have to watch Ant-Man 2.
What do you have? Wait, Ant-Man.
That's Ghost.
That's Ghost.
That's where Ghost is introduced.
I thought Ghost was. Fuck yeah, you're right. You're right.
So that one. You have to watch Falcon Winter Soldier for Bucky and U.S. Agent. Black Widow also get Taskmaster in there.
Yep. So that's what, 5 that you have to
Yeah,
watch?
that should be all of them. Yeah, that's 5.
And see, again, it wouldn't be so egregious. It wouldn't be so egregious if they were movies. And that's that's my big hang up. Is that if, again, with the whole Loki thing, if Loki was a movie, which I think it was a good choice that it was a series, I think it worked better.
I don't think it would have worked as a movie.
I wouldn't have worked as a movie. But the thing what I'm trying to get is that if it was a movie, and you, again, once every 4 months you watch a movie, and then every 4 months you watch a movie, and you pick it up, and you get excitement for it, you kind of get a straight story. Even now, if you went, well, now you got to watch 26 fucking Marvel movies. You're watching 26 Marvel movies. That's a movie marathon. You're having fun with it. You're not watching fucking 26 movies, 13 series, a fucking YouTube mini documentary, wrapping it all up. You're not watching some fucking white YouTuber going, well, actually, the connection between this is in the comics. Right? Like, I think it's just, I think Marvel's gotten too convoluted.
It has. I think also, if the series weren't all hour-long episodes.
That's true, too.
I think if it was a 23-minute episode,
yeah,
that'd be no issue. Because now it's like, when you watch a 6-episode series, you're watching 6 hours, which is is 3 Marvel movies.
Exactly.
So now instead of 26 movies and 13 series, it's now 26 movies and then 13 trilogy length series. So now it's triple, that's now 36 hours.
So long. And then again, especially too, the shows are so mid now.
Yeah, because there should not be filler episodes in a 6-episode miniseries.
Seriously.
I will stick by that forever.
I mean,
a filler episode is for a 23-episode season.
I mean, God, I don't know what the last one I watched. WandaVision was good. I liked WandaVision. I thought it was I thought it was interesting.
WandaVision was good because it was at the right pace. Because it was a mystery.
It was, yeah. Captain America and Winter Soldier, I did enjoy. I didn't think it was the greatest, but it was pretty good.
Yep.
Loki, I did like Loki. I did like Loki. Because it wraps Loki's story up. So Loki's out of the picture, and I really appreciate that. Because if they try to bring him back, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. He's done. It's over for him.
He can cameo, but that's most.
Yeah, but he
shouldn't actually become a character involved, especially not this Loki.
No, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but his story does wrap. It's over.
It wraps up fully. I know.
Up.
Yeah, I do know what the ending is, so I know it wraps up fully.
Just for the audience, his story wraps up. It's not like this continuation. His story's done.
Hawkeye, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything fantastic.
But it was kind of a silly fun show.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It was goofy to give a character who didn't have the spotlight in any project before the spotlight.
And I like the dynamic between the actors and Kate Bishop and Yelena. It was a really funny
Yeah, and I thought that being the way to introduce the Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin into the MCU was good.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of the shows are okay, but then you get a shit like Agatha all. Who needed an Agatha all along show? Tell me who asked for that? Who looked at WandaVision and went, I want more Agatha? Not me. No. Not this guy. I'll tell you that much.
I forgot what happened to Agatha.
She gets killed or something. I can't remember.
She gets killed in the show.
Yeah.
In the WandaVision,
she can't catch a break.
She just gets put back into the spell.
Oh yeah.
That's that's what it was. But I was like, oh, yeah.
But I can't even think of any of the other shows. But
Moon Knight could have been a movie.
Could have been a movie. I did like Moon Knight. I liked Moon Knight. I like the actor.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Moon Knight. I just feel like it went on it wasn't it dragged. I was they could have tightened things up and made it a movie.
Also, I don't think they played into Moon Knight's character enough.
No,
because Moon Knight's supposed to be this. Well, and that's the thing they set up at the end bit with the third personality.
Yeah,
but I it is really funny. Moon Knight's supposed to be Moon Knight in lore is like one of the most dangerous superheroes.
He really didn't come off that way in the show.
He didn't. Like, you kind of felt like he was kind of like, you had the one guy, I can't remember the names, Mark or whatever, who was like scared and didn't want to fight. And then you had Russ or what, I can't remember his name, who was like a good fighter and everything. But like the whole thing with Moon Knight is that like he wears white so that people see him coming. Like he looks for fights. He wants to fuck people up. And you kind of felt that was kind of missing. Like, it was kind of like, it was too much. And obviously, again, maybe they'll do something in the future with Moon Knight. Moon Knight's such a cool character. I mean,
I think once the Daredevil series comes out and it's successful, then they can revisit it. Like,
did you ever see the comic panel where like the guy's trying to hire Taskmaster? Do you know what Taskmaster? You know Taskmaster. Obviously, it was in Black Widow, but you know the whole thing.
Like the actual comic version of him.
Yeah, you know about Taskmaster, right?
Yeah,
like, copy any fighting style that they see.
And he can't. Like, he hates fighting Moon Knight because he doesn't have a fighting style. He just
takes hits.
Yeah.
Moon Knight is more willing to just let a hit come to him so he can throw another hit. And it's like, it's the idea of this guy who can simulate any fighting style, refuses to fight Moon Knight. He's like, I will kill anyone for you. I will not fight Deadpool and Moon Knight because Deadpool and Moon Knight. And Deadpool has fucking regeneration powers. Moon Knight doesn't.
No, he just takes the hits.
Moon Knight's just taking. That's the fucking, like, that's Moon Knight. That's the idea of Moon Knight. He pretends he has regeneration powers. Like, he acts like he does. He does not. He's just a fucking dude with the blessing of Khonshu.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. And then, like, they didn't play into it enough. I wish they played into it.
They should have had the like the choreographer and director for like Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Do it, because
it's just, I think it should have been grittier. It should have been grittier. It shouldn't have been as many Marvel jokes. It should have been like a darker, grittier. Where like, it's because Moon Knight is funny. Moon Knight is hilarious, but like, it should have been like humor and like, hey, Moon Knight, we shouldn't be joking about this shit. Like, we should not be joking. That's fuck. I really like the show though. I did like Moon Knight. I think they could have played into Moon Knight better. I think he's like a different. If a different character was in there, I think it would have been fantastic.
Echo.
What the fuck's Echo?
Echo was the side villain from Hawkeye. She was the deaf, like, fighter. When Hawkeye and Kate get kidnapped by like the tracksuit mafia.
I genuinely don't remember Echo.
I don't remember where she shows up, but she's just in there.
Okay.
Her father was killed by Hawkeye when he was wearing the suit, like the.
Oh yeah,
and then
Ronin.
Ronin, that's what it was. And then she has a mini-series where Daredevil shows up, and that's like the only good part I heard about it. She-Hulk, also.
I forgot about She-Hulk.
Yep, not good.
Stinker.
Yeah. No, they definitely started pushing out quantity over quality.
Yeah, they did. It's such a shame, but we'll just have comic Moon Knight.
Yeah. Anyways, we've been going for a hot minute.
Billy, what's your favorite episode of the Sweetcast? The one where they talk about how much they hate Marvel movies for a long time. That was my favorite. I love when they fucking ranted about Deadpool and Wolverine for 30 minutes straight. I love that episode.
Anyways, yeah. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of the Sweetcast.
Sorry about that. Fuck.
I mean, if you enjoyed it, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, if you didn't enjoy it,
If you didn't enjoy it, though, as always, hate comments can be directed to your boy Cameron on Instagram.
Or just under the comments of this. We need engagement.
But drop likes.
Drop a dislike, too, because that still drives... It drives engagement.
No, likes drive engagement better. Drop a like, and then drop a hate comment if you want. I
don't mind if they hate watch.
I don't mind if you hate watch, just don't let us know you hate us unless you type it out in the comments. But with that, we'll see you guys in next week's episode. Thanks for watching.
Love you, Kaylee.